It's so hot too, man. Yeah, boob like boob hammer. Smash that like button, everyone. Smash, hammer that button. Oh, that was so good. Yeah, she's sitting there. I love it. I felt it was suspicious that it was like, yeah, I felt that she was might be saving him. Yeah, I said right, like that, like, or maybe he won't get killed because I felt like through the lap, the poster thing there. I felt that it was like a trap somehow. Yeah, like she was like, oh, I know you're gonna try to kill Daddy, so I'm actually here blocking. Yeah, badass boobs. I mean, it's not surprising that Ushio was a super annoying Geku kid. Just cute, but also annoying. Yeah, yeah, that kind of annoying brat. Yeah, that's just pouting. I want it. Flip up the casket. Is she really dead? Or is she like being strangled? Is she a shadow? Is she a fake person? Who would not teach a shadow? I mean, obviously like the whole family, but that kid here, this kid is evil. You don't need to be able to be like, oh, I can look at the shadows. That is like a demon kid. You don't need to be like, oh yeah, that kid over there, her shadow is magical. No, her eyes are like black or something. I think it's completely freaking empty void. Something wrong, Shinpei-kun? No, guys. Yeah, but this time he's of course because she told him last time that. Yeah, they don't like when touch the shadow, so now he knows that. But see, the daughter is like a demon kid, all of it. The daughter has that little omen eyes. Yeah, the daughter always looks pure evil. Like, it's like you cannot not understand that the daughter is evil. She stands there with like freaking like it's like a demon on her face, right? You basically write demon on her face. You can write like shadow or something on her forehead. That would be less obvious. Tits are, yeah. It's like two fleshy balloons. It looks absurd. I'm sorry, but it looks absurd. It's up and down there. It's like, I'm a fan. I want an autograph. I'm here for the autograph. I don't really care about lives and so on. I'm just here because I want to get your autograph. Yeah, that's what I'm here for. See if I look at her boobs. It's so ridiculous. They're so ridiculous. Her upside down handstand boobs are just absurd. I'm sorry, but the anime has some etchy delivery. But so, hello everyone. It's time for Anohana episode 7, right? Amazing anime. Everything happens. It's crazy. Ushio's alive again, right? So, start to render episode 7. It's just like, Sam is crazy, and Ushio then, the, Anohana of this anime, the cutest anime, she's back, right? And I said in my last review, I think that she is a shadow. Obviously boob looper. Sensei boob looper. She was like, that is a shadow, right? And we saw her punching him, a big shadow dad and so on. But I think that my theory is that she's like a shadow, but with her powers, whatever they are, because for example, boob looper, she can see the future, right? Boob looper has like a future sight, she could like avoid attacks, right? To some extent. She couldn't dodge a bullet, but she could kinda dodge it, right? And so on. So I think that Ushio's like soul, right, is in the shadow body, right? So I think that she's a shadow, so to speak, physically speaking, but she's alive inside of that, right? That probably has controlling her own clothing. Something like that. But now she's out in this time loop, so it's going to be exciting to see what's going to happen then and what she actually knows and so on. And also I think, as I said last review as well, that I feel it's important now that we know the weakness, right? Like the actual shadow is the weakness, which makes sense, right? So if you like shoot the shadow, you stab the shadow, then I want to step with the shadow, right? So, because it's kind of like, as I might compare it to Supernatural, for example. It's like, oh, I throw holy water on you. If you're a demon, you can be like, it burns, right? But if you're human, you're like, yeah, I get wet, right? So now they know that if they want to talk to someone they don't trust yet, right? Or someone that they do trust, but the person left for a few hours, right? They can like, stab the shadow, right? To see if he reacts. Or if the person is like, you can't touch my, don't stab my shadow, right? Then you know he's a shadow. So now they have like a, test, right? To kind of see if you're evil or not. So anyway, let's start watching it. So 3, 2, 1, and go. So the anime, too much to talk about, right? But I think that's really important that there she is, boob looper. What does she know then? Does she also know what happened? She clearly had like a reaction, but wow, it's a shadow. Oh yeah, because she could see shadows. Yeah, she got like powerful eye, right? So she can see in the future, but her eye can also detect. Maybe she did tell him she had a technique, look at the shadow and so, but maybe she can also. But again, if she has. Okay, I opened immediately. Okay, no, but she did explain to us. Oh, you can look at the shadow and how it flats out and shit like that, right? But at the same time, that woman, again, she got like future sight, right? So maybe her eyes are like especially good, right? It could just be a training that she could pick up shadows. And of course she did say that I've been killing shadows this episode. She didn't say exactly, but she was like, I've been killing a few shadows and they keep coming more. I don't understand. Yeah, like it keeps... It's not like she's a vampire hunt, you know. I keep killing vampires, but they keep popping up anyway. Like, why don't they ever stop coming? Sound a lot like a typical vampire hunter. I've been killing like 10 vampires in this city. There's so many of them, yeah. Like, this is the origin of the nest or something. But certainly the big shadow, right? He's a big daddy and has created a lot of shadows, certainly. So, but what's interesting then is that, you know, she's not like a shadow hunter, right? You know, does it exist other shadows? And I mean outside island, of course. Like, are the shadows in Tokyo? Or the shadows, yeah, that she's like mentions her sister or one, right? She's been out hunting shadows maybe in the rest of the country. That might be unrelated to these shadows. Or maybe not unrelated in the core, like the mother is probably still, you know, the creator of shadows, but kinda, you know, maybe not directly related to these other shadows, what they're doing. Given the shadows do have individuality, to some extent at least, right? Like we saw, they were arguing about killing him and so on. There's anime, so much happening. So much questions, so there's answers yet. Okay, so we're back to yet another loop, right? Maybe see from hers. I feel like this loop is gonna be from, yeah, Shinshan. Yeah, Shinpei. Still the best scene. Yeah, okay, so maybe she's the protagonist of this arc, then, of this time loop. No, it couldn't be. It couldn't be. Yeah, I feel like she's the... You can see from her perspective at least. Boob loop perspective. But Ushio is back, right? So... He did scream Ushio when he got this... into the... Yeah, he was like, Opais! He did scream Ushio when he was like, Opais! God damn it, that's it. That's a good scene, man. Okay, so her Toki also was weird. She was like, oh, I didn't want to dirty my hand for this shit. So is she part of the shadows? Yeah, she was like, I'm sorry about that. Interesting. Have you seen her before? The priest? What is it supposed to be? Might just be for a funeral dressing, but... No, but he got like a... Yeah. She's like studying everyone's shadow. But he's like... I don't know, he looks like a... You know, some kind of priest or something. Yeah, like a... She did mention she'd been in the island when she was a kid, right? I wonder if she was in a drowning accident. It's just part of that somehow. No, I was like, no, I remember him, you're an annoying bastard. I was like, no, I remember you, you're a douchebag. Basically, she's like, this guy. Oh yeah, the doctor. They're sitting with Shadow. Okay, so Papa knows her. Yeah, they're... Oh, interesting, you see her as a kid. Yeah, so now we see how she... little me. Yeah! Ushio and Mio. Of course, you know, Ushio was very Genki. Of course she's a very Genki person, right? Yeah. She was like, yeah! Of course it was... Here we go. Onye-san! I'm just not surprised that Ushio was a super annoying Genki kid. Just cute, but also annoying, yeah. Yeah, that kind of annoying brat. Yeah, this is pouting. I want it, yeah, like... Oh god, this is exactly what I expect Ushio to be as a kid, though. This is exactly what I expect, seriously, with her. But yeah, she was there. That's not the time when they were drowning, though. No. It was earlier than that, right? I thought you might be into drowning, but the drowning happens clearly when Ushio is older. Sorry. No, yeah, but the drowning accident clearly when I don't know how old is she? Say how she is? Whatever. Obviously she wasn't like a kid, right? Like a 3-5-year-old or whatever. Yeah, like it was in that range. Like me as a baby, clearly not. It's like 10 years later at least. But she's definitely quite older than them then. Yeah, she's... Yeah. Got this message from, you know... Well, she clearly has a weapon stuff in the car, in the big... I like she's like, that's the guy gonna save! Boob guy! That is so stupid. This shit is so stupid in the anime. They keep having to show this thing all the time. That's the guy gonna save! Yeah, the boob perspective. It's like, that's the guy I gotta save her, yeah, I gotta go find him. The guy that grabbed my oppais, yeah. The guy that went all into my oppais, that's the guy I need to save, man. Oh my god. Not that the cops can do much right now. This is always an issue in this kind of animes, right? We're stuck on this like remote island outside of Japan somewhere. They're like, oh, not that the cops can do anything. Yeah, someone killed my daughter, but it's not like I can really like, you know, call someone to help me with this shit, right? Because we had like one policeman or something. Yeah, classic. Honestly though, my hometown is a port too, right? And we have this very famous island in Sweden next to my hometown. It's arguably the most famous island. Oh shit, here sorry. Who died there then? Something? What? But there was someone that died or something. Okay, what? Now she's even more like, I'm trying to look at the body. She's like, is it a shadow? My god, skipped over. Why have they skipped over this in the other part? That she is like a freaking... Yeah, that she's a freaking like grave robber. Oh, but she's like, is she really dead in a shadow? I mean, of course it was... She wants to confirm that what she is and so. I mean, I understand why she's doing it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, they got strangled or whatever. But it's like, why haven't we skipped over this earlier? Have she done this in every time loop? I suppose she always went into like grave robbed every time loop, right? She was like, oh yeah, she got strangled, right? Yeah, they cut over, like they kind of made up the strangling, right? Yeah, oh, she's clearly a murder victim. But I feel that, would you expect this to be in every, you know, in every time loop? Like, why haven't you seen anyone react to it before? Little silly, I mean, that the main characters who haven't read. Oh, there she is, little girl. Evil girl. Stands there behind her. But there's also a way to be a detective. You just run in and grave rob. Yeah, just flip up the casket. Is she really dead? Or is she like being strangled? Is she a shadow? Is she a fake person? Well, shadow would disappear, but I know, but you know. Oh, it's her, yeah. Wait, she's the mom then of her? Interesting. Connects back to that thing, yeah. I haven't seen much of her except of course with, you know, standing in the background with, you know, the... But... I see, so she's like... Yeah, of course she's like a big sister to Ushio kind of ish right there in this small island. Yeah, it's like kind of like my little sister right there. Of course she was there. It's not just that sad anymore because you know she's alive, right? She's actually alive or something. Now what's interesting, she comes in here now. And we saw the little evil girl, you know, and yeah, so... I wonder if that's also a reason to it, because she knows her, I think. This clearly, we saw her screaming in the wood stripe, some blood there. Yeah, and her shadow is avoiding her and so on, right? And daughter, yeah. But I wonder if... Because, I mean... Yeah, I mean, obviously, you know... We know she's evil, obviously. But yeah, the shadow was avoiding her. And the little girl always was evil. The little girl is evil always. She's like... The little girl always looks pure evil. Look, she's always pure evil. She always looks pure evil. Who would not teach the shadow? I mean, obviously, like, the whole family. But that kid here, this kid is evil. You don't need to be able to be like, oh, I can look at the shadows. That is like a demon kid. You don't need to be like, oh yeah, that kid over there, her shadow is magical. No, her eyes are like black or something. I think it's completely freaking empty voids of... Oh, yeah, she was batting with the... Yeah, this is... I love that he was sitting there with a rifle in the shadows last episode. He's like, I'm ready for the shadows, in the shadows. Yeah, it wasn't the best I feel. you know, hiding place. But yeah. No, I'm sorry, but we know that the kid is evil, obviously before, but I mean, does she really need to be like, oh, that kid looks suspicious, her shadow is weird, or is it because her eyes are completely black and she's just like stands there staring at them or something? You're like, could it be because, okay, here we go back to the beach man. It of course, you know, could be even the kid, yeah, good effect, yeah. So we have of course a drowning accident, but also the accident she saw in the forest, right? So there are two like childhood trauma things that are probably when people either died or got, you know, misplaced or replaced. I mean, man, this is weird now, man. It's some Spider-Man crying here. This is one weird scene, seriously. Crying upside down, man. I thought we were gonna have an ushio loop, but instead we get the boob loop instead. Oh, here we go. Now it might be when ushio is when the little best girl is alive again, kinda. Yeah, I think so. She's walking here in the sand, right? Like, but what is that then? Is she a shadow or? Come on, damn it, teasing me with that. Teasing me with that shit. I thought I was gonna see if ushio was alive or not, right? Or, you know, what she's or whatever. Well, okay, so I guess her but her flipping the casket, I guess it happened before he arrived. If this is the same chronological order, I guess, yeah, they arrived after she flipped and then they talked to her and so, yeah, I guess this is after she talked to the mom, of course, and she knew then the parent, yeah, that we learned now that she knew her mom and so on. Yeah, happens before, right? And she looks at the grave and, or not the grave, but you know, the casket and everything around it, the flowers and her neck. And but he was like a priest. I know it's called, but he's like some kind of Shinto priest. Yeah, that guy. He is some. I think about the clothing. But now this mom has a lot more screen time. Yeah, like she's only been in the background before, but again we know that it's boob loops. You know, childhood friend, right? Or in this somewhat childhood. Yeah, exactly. Man, is something wrong, Shinpei-kun? No, guys. Yeah, but this time he's of course because she told him last time that yeah they don't like when touch the shadow. So now he knows that. But see, the daughter is like a demon kid. All of it. The daughter has that little omen eyes. Yeah, the daughter always looks pure evil. Like, it's like you cannot not understand that the daughter is evil. She stands there with like freaking like it's like a demon on her face, right? You basically write demon on her face. You can write like shadow or something on her forehead. It would be less obvious that she's a bad girl. I mean, she has this weirdest like darkest, you know, soulless eyes ever, right? Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, it's like I will tell you. Shin-chan! And he's like, I love it. He's like, I will tell you I saw her, you're naked or something. Yeah, he's using the hentai strategy to tell her about the... Yeah, he's like, I saw your panties in that time loop. God damn it! This is how you tell your sister that you're time traveling? Well, I saw you naked in last time loop, so I know how your body looks. It's like, yes, that's not one way to prove that you time looped it. I saw your boobs last week. It's like, what? God damn, anime has some etchy jokes, man. I mean, you definitely got some etchy jokes. Holy shit. Oh, so now his dad is replaced? Man. Maybe dad's always been evil. Not always, but I mean, you know. For a while, right? Yeah. No, I've never seen dad before being replaced. But maybe he's replaced from... In several, like to see him eat at his restaurant, yeah. It's the next day, right? Usually. We haven't seen dad getting killed before, but he might have been killed off screen, of course. Yeah, like now, this might be probably the shadow, right? Maybe. And then yeah, the priest guy. This guy is very suspicious, right? He clearly knows what's up. We don't really know much about him yet, the professor guy, but we clearly know he has a shadow, he knows what's up, right? So. Yeah, now they just have it be called like drunk funeral. Everyone's sort of getting drunk or something. This guy's suspicious though, like he... Well, I guess he could look at the shadow and try to figure out if Dad is a shadow. There's a code from her, I guess. Well, then Dad probably isn't a shadow, because why would he give him a code, right? Unless it's a trap. Unless if... Yeah, very unlikely, right? So Daddy might be a shadow. Now he's probably gonna kill him. Yeah, and here we go. Dad's gonna kill, right? Man, so he's also been replaced than earlier, I guess. Because now Dad is probably dead, right? Man. Yeah, like a little... This feels like a very obvious death flag, man. We saw his clone, right? And now he's like going into the... Or maybe she stayed in there, what? Huh. Yeah, like, well, I don't know, yeah, maybe, well, no, yeah, we could off-screen it, but... Huh. Like, you see his clone, and then the next scene he's like goes into the... I need to go in the bathroom alone, yeah, like, okay, Dad, don't get murdered in there. It's like... But can he finally get a hold of her before? Can he finally, you know... Because obviously he also knows what's up, right? We saw him talking. It's what I said earlier, right? In another time loop. I'm like, can they finally, you know, team up with her, and also him, I guess, before the festival and so on, right? Before she gets shot in the woods and so on. I like how the anime really focuses on the shadows now. Yeah, the camera is like on everyone's shadows. Like, are they a fake shadow or not? But we know that these two guys are the fake shadow, right? Like, they're like the main character. Like, at this scene, he can't be replaced. Right? It wouldn't make sense. But the camera is like, look at the shadow, yeah. Okay, so let's see if Dad... Okay, so... Here we go, right? Yes, it's gonna... I love it. I felt it was suspicious. That it was like, yeah, I felt that she might be saving him. Yeah, I said right, like that, like, or maybe he won't get killed because I felt like I put the poster thing there. I felt that it was like a trap somehow. Yeah, like she was like, oh, I know you're gonna try to kill Daddy, so I'm actually here blocking. Yeah, see, that's what I said. He shot the shadow, right? So I said, you know that if you shoot the shadow. Yeah, and she's like, she's like, yeah, hammered that, she hammered that shadow, man. Yeah, and then he dies, of course, because his face is... Yeah, badass boobs comes. Exactly, he's in the other bathroom being like, what's happening? Someone saved my life or something. Yeah, it was like... So what I said when I saw the poster, I was like, oh, it's like a trap for the shadow, right? Yeah, she's there in the background killing some shadows, baby. Oh my god, badass boobs comes in. Oh, the hammer scene was the best shit, man. Right with a sledgehammer. BAM! Yeah, it's like, dead bastard! But okay, I guess Dad was never replaced that because she probably has saved Dad's life, right, in every time loop, right, so far, so... I guess Dad never was replaced, so the other scenes we see them with Dad has all been him, right? Because, you know, boob hammer is like bam, right? And the old man here, that's exactly what I said last episode, right? He shot the shadow. That's exactly what I said last week, right? Now we know that you shoot the he knows that, but yeah, we shoot the shadow, and he's a fine, right? So it's like, okay, he can't be a shadow, or he has to be a human, right? Yeah. So that's what I said, right? If you know that. You can always shoot the shadow, or like she didn't. Sledgehammer the shadow. Smash that like button, people. Smash it, baby. Hammer that like button. Hammer the share button. Yeah, come on. Hammer it, baby. Hammer it. Hammer that button, everyone. But yeah, certainly right. She's like, bam, baby. Sledgehammer it up. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, yes, now they're gonna finally meet before they get killed. I like how it has to do with his it's upside down. Her massive oppa is gonna fall down here. Looks like two gigantic balloons. It looks kind of absurd how big her tits are. Yeah, it's like two fleshy balloons. It looks absurd. I'm sorry, but it looks absurd. It's upside down there. He's like, I'm a fan. I want an autograph. I'm here for the autograph. I don't really care about lives and so on. I'm just here because I want to get your autograph. Yeah, that's what I'm here for. See if I look at her boobs, it's so ridiculous. They're so ridiculous. Her upside down handstand boobs are just absurd. I'm sorry, but the anime has some etchy delivery. But yeah, it's just like, they look so absurdly. She's like, okay, of course, you got an autograph. This is what I'm here for, to save your life. No, an autograph, that's what I want. He's so happy now. Oh, I got the autograph. Okay, whatever. My sister's probably dead, whatever. I'm gonna go back to Tokyo now, yeah. So I can leave now and go back to Tokyo. I don't care about the shadow shit. That's like, whatever. I got what I wanted, autograph. No, but now they're having an actual conversation. But I like it. He's there for like, I want the autograph. Yeah. So it's in every time loop does he have to get the autograph again? Pain in the ass, man. He needs someone to get the autograph back every time loop. Oh my god. But of course now they're finally team up, right? Yeah, and you were a time traveler. It's like, yes, someone finally knows the truth. Definitely reminded me of Subaru-chan. Yeah, Emilia-tan. They never figured out, right? I don't want to spoil the series for you guys, but I think you know what I mean, right? It's one of the best scenes in RE0 when Subaru can finally like tell someone, yeah. He's like, yeah, someone finally knows that I'm time traveling, yeah. But in RE0 the scene is a lot bigger because it's a lot more episode, right? And he's died like 50,000 times before he can finally do that. Spoiler, but I mean it's very minor, right? Yeah, it's like try to. I mean, they're obviously similar animes, right? And that scene sort of was similar because he was emotional that, oh my god, you know, I'm time traveling. Finally, someone can, you know, yeah, understand my struggles of life. God damn, her upside down beach balloons though. Like seriously, this is absurd, man. This is absurd. Okay, let's look at them. Come on, she's so big. But let's be honest, it doesn't look that good. Like, I mean, I love big boobs and I cannot lie, right? But yeah, this doesn't look that good, honestly, because they look so big, but they look just kind of out of, you know, they look like too. They don't look real. They look like they're too plastered on, right? Yeah, they're like too. They feel like they are detached from her body, basically. Like they really look like two balloons stuck on her chest, right? Yeah, it looks kind of weird. Anyway, I love this scene. It's just so hot too, man. Yeah, boob hammer. Smash that like button, everyone. Hammer that button. Oh, that was so good. Yeah, she's sitting there ready with a massive sledgehammer, and then you smacks him, and it explodes and everything. And I guess their death is similar to how they hit the shadow. Yeah, she hammered the shadow, and his face gets hammered. So I guess it's similar to the kind of the damage you do to the shadow. If you shoot it, I guess it's like explodes or whatever. Yeah. So if you try to dynamite at it, I guess the body's whatever. Right. So, but it was so beautiful. You sit there on the toilet already. Been waiting for an hour with a sledgehammer, right? But also meant that Dad, of course, actually never was replaced. Kept wondering, right? As an anime, of course, never seen before. Kept wondering if it's like, oh, I wonder if Dad has been replaced then in the previous time loop. So we never knew, right? But as we know, she's been at the island once before, right? And then apparently, you know, evil little girl's mom, they Shadow 2 for that matter, right? Of course, the whole family shadows. They apparently were like besties when she was like as a kid, right? So there is some backstory on this one. But yeah, great episode, guys. Subscribe, and so on. Of course, I'll see you guys more in a detailed review, right? So as I said last week, with this anime, because every episode is so much to talk about, right? I do one reaction video and one review video, because otherwise sometimes it gets like an hour video, right? It depends a little bit. But like last week, I think the video was like 25 minutes, right? So then the whole video is like an hour, right? So I feel it's better to do the reaction and the review separately, because it's, again, a lot of talking about. But I like the episode, yes, of course, great episode. And I like that we saw it from someone else's point of view, right? Yeah. Boob point of view, right? Which was awesome, yeah. Sledgehammer point of view. Better, subscribe, smash the hammer that like button. I'll see you guys in the review.